3 to 4 yard runs. Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Tuggle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. This is a designed run. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Trying play action. Guard in the backfield. It's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Jones wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Right on the money. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on it, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back.
There's a crease. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Gators are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Pryor. Maybe a crease. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They go play action with Sellers. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Bennett. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
With the catch, it's Tuggle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The run inside. It's Clark. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his feet. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Sellers looking long. You got it. And the Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to throw it, Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Sellers from the gun on third down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapted. Lets it fly. Got him and nobody's close. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Got a little grass. Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to earn the call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. Inside the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Clark. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Sellers to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Makes the grab and room to run.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Send the tight end in motion. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. He'll take it himself. There he goes. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Throwing Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the number 14 team, the Houston Cougars.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's the Bearcats looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. 1st down. Off play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's caught at the 10. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sellers gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Harbor. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Clark. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Leaping grab for a big gain. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Hunt. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Clark. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. On the draw, it's Clark. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving.
Snags it, and there's running room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! He got it back corner of the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jones to throw. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They are pinned deep in their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
And you thought for a second that is exactly what this offense wanted, right? Get the ball out of your own end zone. The running back gets it, gets some yards, but he coughs the football up on a horrible spot on the field. And now this defense is set up with great field position.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! He got it, feet down inbounds. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Now on the move. They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Sellers. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Jones wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. They keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.